not supposed to add any alcohol.
I know.
You good? Are you recording? All right. Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome to the City of Park Council meeting. If everybody would please stand. Mr. Reagan, would you please come to the podium and do our invocation?
Let us pray. Heavenly Father, as we convene for this meeting, we ask for your blessing on our discussions. May this time serve as a lesson in action, reminding us of the importance of collaboration and support. Help us to focus on our Christian life, reflecting on the values you have instilled in us. As a special request, we ask that you continue to oversee the recovery of our law enforcement officer, Sasha. In Jesus' name, amen.
Brother Chappie.
I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Everybody please be seated. All right, see what we got. Before we go to the regular agenda, is there anybody, will you call the roll, please?
Certainly. Ms. Barrow? Here. Ms. Boterford? Here. Mr. Chappell?
Here.
Mr. Haney? Here. Mayor Kelly?
Yes, here. Thank you, Council. Is there anybody in the audience at this time that would like to come to the podium and talk about anything that's not on this agenda for today?
Anna Marie Morris, 129 North Lakewood Drive. First, I want to thank Mr. Chappell and all the hard work that Tony and his crew did. The event on Monday was spectacular.
No, thank you.
It looks wonderful. It looks wonderful. Now, something more serious. Trunk or treat. VFW, post 8205, Friday, October 31st, 4 to 6:30. If you want to come and dress your car out, just call the post. We'll put you a spot. If you want to come and donate candy, you can bring it to City Hall. You can bring it to the post. Friday, October 31st.
Does anybody else have anything from the audience when we move along? Go ahead, sir.
Charles Walsh, 6505 Oak Shore Drive, but my friends call me Chuck. Anyhow, well, we live adjacent to Earl Gilbert Park, and it's, they're doing such a good job, our guys down there cleaning up after those messy people, because we walk down there about every day, and it's just amazing how messy people are. Garbage cans right there, and they just throw it on the ground, but our guys are doing a real good job cleaning up. We want to commend them about that. And we went scalping this weekend, and can you believe they charge $20 to launch your boat in Port St. Joe now? In Mexico Beach too.
Did they make you show your driver's license to get in the water?
No, but we just had to go up and put money in. They had a kiosk machine.
Oh, okay.
I don't know why you have an app.
Because I was
You
told
gotta
you
put
couldn't
those
launch if you didn't have a Gulf Coast driver's license.
Well, yeah, it's just non-residents, I'm sure. But,
Right.
But they don't have any facilities there. I mean, I don't see any bathrooms, no picnic tables, nothing like what we have. I mean, we got a great
So how much do you
set.
think we should start charging?
Well, I mean, it would be nice to have them reimburse our guys having to go clean up after them all the time. I mean, I know that's costing us money, right?
Right. Oh, yeah, we got to pay them.
And maybe we can even afford to turn the water on the pier, but that might be another can of worms. I don't know. I've had somebody else paying the water bill, but I figured those guys when we were over there, and I mean it gets busy down here too during
Yeah.
snapper season and all.
Yeah,
There's
yeah.
overflow boat trailer parking.
Yeah.
I mean,
It's nice down there. It's really nice down there.
well, it is, and I mean it's real popular, and it's getting more popular, and a lot of people come there. They're not residents, and I mean it's even hard for a resident to find a place to park. Fortunately, I can park in my front yard, but.
That's right.
Anyway, I just, I don't know if the planning commission or something could look at that or something, but I think we're the only ones giving it away for free,
I know.
especially when we have facilities and all, I mean, something for non-residents to contribute to keep the park beautiful.
I agree.
So, all right, well, I just
Thank
wanted
you,
to say
sir.
that.
Appreciate you. Anybody else that would be interested in following? Okay, sounds good. First item is the minutes from August the 19th.
I'll make a motion to approve them as presented.
Thank you, Ms. Barrow. We have a motion. Do we have a second?
Second.
Have a first and a second. You call the roll, please.
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Boterford?
Yes.
Mr. Chappell?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Yes.
And Mayor Kelly?
Yes. Item 2 is the planning commission vacancies. The reason I moved it last time 2 weeks was to give people who do not know or are not familiar with how the system works, and gave them 14 days to put in applications should somebody wish to be a member of the planning council and not continue the repetitious task that those folks have to have. Anyway, unfortunately, nobody else applied. So if Kyle and Mr. Merritt and Mr. Stryker, are they in the room? If they'd like to stay on the planning council, we'd sure love to have them stay there. But that's kind of, I guess, Madam Clerk, would you ask him tomorrow if you think of it?
I do have confirmation from Mr. Stryker.
Oh, you do for a yes? Okay. So I guess we need to get a hold of Merritt to see if he still wants to be on there.
What do we do? Do we wanna go ahead and, put
We're
Mr.
gonna, yeah,
Stryker on there?
I think we should go ahead and put them on.
Both of them, do it
Yeah, let's put them both on.
together or separate?
Well, if you're gonna put them both on, you could do them both together, but,
The clock would end the same time.
The
Yeah.
time.
but their timing would end at the same time.
Yeah, right.
So if
Let's-
you wanna do them separately, that'd be better.
Well, I make a motion that we go ahead and do, Mr. Merritt, put him back on there.
What about Stryker?
We're gonna do them
If you're
separate.
doing them one at a time.
Oh, one at a time. Okay, yeah, okay. Go ahead, I can't second you. Anybody? Got a second?
Ms.
Call roll.
Barrow,
Yes.
Ms. Boterford,
Yes.
Mr. Chapel,
Yes.
Mr. Haney,
Yes.
and Mayor Kelly.
Yes, absolutely.
And I make a motion to put Mr. Stryker back on there.
Need a second?
Second.
Call roll?
Ms. Barrow,
Yes.
Ms. Boterford, Mr. Chapel,
Yes.
Mr. Haney,
Yes.
and Mayor Kelly.
Thank you. Item 3 is the second reading, Mr. Sloan, and possible approval of that ordinance.
As you know, council, you had a first reading at the last meeting. This is just updating a few items that Tony requested to be updated. I did note that there is an extra word in section 8, that word today needs to come out. But other than that, this would be the second reading and possible adoption of ordinance 2025-427.
And we need to have
A motion,
a motion and a second to read.
yes, sir.
I make a motion to read.
We have a motion, we have a second?
Yes.
We have a first and second. Call roll?
Ms. Barrow,
Yes.
Ms. Boterford, Mr. Chapel,
Yes.
Mr. Haney,
Yes.
and Mayor Kelly.
Yes.
Ordinance number 2025-427, an ordinance of the City of Parker, Florida, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Parker. Ordinance number 2010-349 is amended, amending certain provisions of Chapter 82 of the Code of Ordinances relating to utility services, providing for severability, providing a mechanism for the correction of scrivener's errors, providing for the liberal construction of this ordinance, providing for codification and repealer clauses, and providing for an effective date.
I make a motion to adopt.
Second.
Madam?
Ms.
Are you
Barrow?
going to even
Yes.
ask for public comment?
Wait just a second, Mayor. You have a motion to.
We have a motion on, we have a second?
Okay.
Can you call roll, please?
Ms. Barrow,
Yes.
Ms. Boterford, Mr. Chapel,
Yes.
Mr. Haney,
Yes.
and Mayor Kelly.
Yes. Go ahead, ma'am.
No, I didn't have comment, I just wondered if the opportunity was gonna be given. I mean, we're been told there's a process
We did, who told you that?
at a couple of meetings,
Oh.
that there has to be a motion to read, and then there's a discussion before the council files or makes a motion to vote and then votes, but
Okay.
it doesn't matter, thank you.
Item 5 is the planning commission recommendation, and it's application to split a lot.
No, you missed 4, Mayor.
Okay, I'm sorry, our second page went over, yeah. Introduction and first reading for ordinance 428, Mr. Sloan?
Yes, sir. At the last council meeting, there was discussion about the time that the park should be open, and the council seemed to reach a consensus from 6 a.m. to 10 p.m., except for the pier, obviously, and that has some additional requirements. This ordinance had been, or this section had already been amended at one point in time a few years ago, but the times were still off. So it's coming to you and essentially setting the time at what you all had agreed on last time, and then the rest of it essentially is the prior ordinance that you all had already adopted.
So my understanding is this is all public boat landings from 6 to 10 and parks from 6 to 10, with the exception of the pier and the pier saltwater boat launch. Is that correct? What about
That's correct. The pier is excluded from.
excluded from the
6 to 10.
time? Yeah.
That's correct.
And so is the ramp, right?
Well, I've not included the ramp, but if you want the ramp included, I could specify it.
Any conversation, council? I feel like the ramp should be included to 24 hours.
I think this Parker, the boat launch over here
Yeah.
on Martin Lake should be open 24 hours, as well as Donaldson Point, open 24 hours,
Okay.
if that's considered a park anymore.
It is considered a park. The one in Donaldson Point is, yeah. So we do it for one, we gotta do it for all, basically.
That's what I was thinking.
I've talked to some of the fishermen out there and told them that, you know, it's open 24 hours, and they said, yeah, we appreciate that, because a lot of times they come at 4 in the morning or so.
Right, been out
fish.
gigging. Well, the one in Donaldson Point, for everybody's edification, is also used by the Florida Fish and Wildlife. They like that because they can slip in and out at nighttime, you know. So, so those will stay open 24 hours, the three of them?
The
One,
pier and the boat
2,
ramp.
3. Yeah, the pier and the boat ramp.
You
yeah.
want to call them boat ramps or boat launches?
Boat launch, I guess. Whatever the correct.
So I would add that in the first sentence, except for the fishing pier and any city boat launches and absent a rule, and then go on.
Sounds good.
So
We
with
need to
that
vote on that, don't
correction,
we?
Then Mayor, you would need a.
First and a second.
And a second to read.
I'll make a motion with the correction.
Okay, we have first, we have a second?
Second.
We have a second.
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Okay. Ms. Boterford? Yes. Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Yes.
And Mayor Kelly?
Yes.
Ordinance number 2025-428, an ordinance of the City of Parker, Florida, amending the Code of Ordinances of the City of Parker. Ordinance number 2010-349 is amended, amending certain provisions of Chapter 54 of the Code of Ordinances related to hours of park use, providing for a mechanism for the correction of scrivener's errors, providing for the liberal construction of this ordinance, providing for the codification of repealer clauses, and providing for an effective date.
Thank you, sir.
Yes, sir.
Does this have to be read again?
At the next meeting.
Yep, that's what I thought. All right. Item 5 is the Planning Commission recommendation. Sorry, I jumped to you earlier. The application for a lot split on North 9th Street. Do we have any input for that from anybody? Property owners? Nobody? Probably didn't know to be here. Okay, move it to the next meeting. All right. Before we read number 6, can we read number 7, then go to number 6, because they got them in there backwards. It's my fault. We have a piece of excess property on 2nd Street, specifically 4919 East 2nd Street. It has a 30-year history of code enforcement and failure to pay water bills and sewer bills. About a year ago, approximately, the magistrate decided that there was no further code enforcement that we could do, that needed to be disposed of, bulldozed. So we gave them that opportunity, and they never did it, and they never did it, and they never did it. And so finally, we took the house down and removed it. Now, there wasn't a lot of the house left. Most of it was destroyed in the hurricane, and it just sat there vacant with basically no roof. Anyway, the individuals were given an opportunity to pay the back fines and continue to own the property, but they did not and would not and could not, for whatever reason, pay those fines. So it became property of the City of Parker. And I need to let you know that I feel like we should sell that piece of property and use that revenue for several things. One is projects as we move forward with the city, but more importantly, somebody could build a home there and we can start generating tax and water and sewer revenue from that piece of property. In order to do that, it has to be declared excess, and for us to do that, I need us to vote on it, and I need your support to get that going.
So you would need a motion to declare it surplus?
Yep,
And to authorize the city to sell the property?
correct.
Can we do that in one motion?
I have a question.
Yes, ma'am.
Pat Fo 61344 Stratford. I guess just a question. I understand the history, Mayor Kelly, but and it just went away. When I look at the property appraiser's website, it shows that it is still owned by 4919 East 2nd. Well, that's my point.
I have the
How
deed.
can-
I have the deed right here, ma'am.
Property appraiser's website is never updated accurately.
Okay, thank you for that clarification. So when did the transfer occur?
A couple, 3 months ago.
Okay, so that wasn't disclosed at any quasi judicial meeting or anything?
No, it
Didn't
was
go
a
to the quasi judicial.
foreclosure.
Went to courthouse.
Okay, okay. Thank you very much.
Anybody else? So I need to, we have to declare it excess, and we have to vote to declare it excess so that I can sell it, and then I'll explain why.
Well, I was asking, can we, put those two in one motion?
Yes, ma'am, I believe you can. You can declare it surplus and then authorize the city to sell it in accordance with any contract that can be executed by the mayor.
I make that motion.
I'll second.
Okay, thank you. Call it roll?
Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Waterford? Yes. Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Yes.
And Mayor Kelly.
Yes, thank you. Okay, now, back to the reversal. For some time, and I don't know if you've noticed, but in the city of Springfield now, when you come in, there are these nice signs, says welcome to Springfield. And I've always thought how nice it would be to have a nice signs, welcome to Parker. And over the years, it's been talked about. So I was riding with Mr. Summerlin last week, and we were having a conversation about the V piece of, I don't have the numeric for it, but as you come into Parker, where the old bar stood that burnt down about 5 years ago, there's a V in the road right there. And if you look at that right now, you'll see that the contract for SRF is digging a trench around that point. And that lot is actually a lot smaller than you think. It's too small to build a house. It's too small to do almost anything on it. You couldn't, under our current land development regulation, even put a shed on the property because it's not big enough. And when you take out the setback and this brand new water line, it leaves that piece of real estate. You can look it up right there. That V would be left behind. So what I'd like to do is buy that piece of property if I can get it at a fair market value, very fair market value. And Mr. Sumlin and I have talked about what we can do, and that is take all of the nails and the gravel and the glass and the steel and the concrete that was left from that burned out building out of there, put new dirt on there, level it out nice so that grass will grow, and then he would pour us a slab out there. We haven't got any dimensions or anything of how this would occur, other than I've reached out to the bricklayer that laid the bricks for the memorial, and the shape is not set in stone. It's not even a thing yet, but I would ask that same bricklayer to make us something similar as to the welcome to Panama City signs as you go into downtown Panama City. It's those nice brick squares, and we could fill it full of dirt, and we could get some group of you together to put flowers in there, and then make some type of a brick arch with a recess, and we could put welcome to Parker, Florida, established 1967. That is something I think would look great coming into the city of Parker. I'd like to have one out there on Tyndall Parkway, and I'd like to put one right here coming from the Air Force Base. So we're about to put a new designation sign at the corner right here of this street. So basically what I'm asking is, if I can get that piece of property at a reasonable price, it's had some ridiculous numbers thrown at it over the years. And I was told yesterday the way it's listed is it's not worth the way they've got it listed, because you can't build anything on it. It's too small to build a building. but I think it would make a great place for a sign if we could get it. So what I'd like to do is, from the sale of this lot, I got to pay Mr. Summerlin back about $16,500 for clearing up the house, and use the remaining money that's left after the lawyer and the real estate and all those kind of people to purchase this piece of land and clean it up and put some dirt and grass out there and a welcome to Parker sign out there. So when you come to our city, you'll see that you're in the city of Parker. And we could do it however you wanted to do it as we move forward, but I need to obtain it first. So
If the property is valued at more than 100,000, you'd have to have 2 appraisals.
oh, it's not valued at nothing close to that, sir. No, not even a fifth of that.
Then I would suggest,
They had it at 55.
That's what they have it for sale for. Yeah, I
yes,
never
that-
never
that
paid
needs
that.
to be a part of the motion.
That's even
affirmative
too much.
motion.
So I'm sorry, counsel. Go ahead.
So would the people living west of that feel like they were not living in Parker anymore, the people that were west of the sign?
They would all have to move. They would all be. They'd all live in Springfield.
Already around on Thursday.
Because as it stands right now, Springfield put their sign and gave us the mill.
When you come in the park.
There's no place to put it.
The other one up here.
It already is.
Yeah.
Springfield put up a sign, and they gave us the mill. That's a good deal, right?
I don't know.
No, it doesn't mean that.
Well, I make a motion that, we authorize the mayor to purchase the property. What did you say to add to it?
And that property has a value of less than $100,000.
I would never buy it for that kind of money. Never, no. So, anybody else? Yes, ma'am, you have the floor.
Well, I know there's
I'm
a
sorry,
motion
I'm
on
sorry,
the
I'm sorry,
table,
I'm sorry.
One second.
so should I just wait until the vote's made?
Yeah, I guess probably
Okay,
so.
okay, I'll do that, thank you, I'll wait.
Call the roll.
Wait, who said?
Hang a second, hang a second.
Mr. Haney. Ms. Barrow?
Yes.
Ms. Waterford?
Yes.
Mr. Chapel?
Yes.
Mr. Haney?
Yes.
And Mayor Kelly?
Yes, ma'am, you have the floor.
Okay, thank you for that. Pat Fosick, 1344 Stratford. I don't have any problem with the city buying the property, again, but I just wonder, the city council, the 5 of you, just gave one person the authority to buy something for up to $100,000. Isn't there any discussion? Don't you feel that you have an obligation to maybe put a limit on it? You know, 22,000, 30,000, whatever. I mean, Mayor Kelly made a comment about, we're gonna sell this other lot, the city's gonna sell the lot. He owes Public Works about 16,000 in order to offset the expenses that the city incurred for demoing that property. Well, that doesn't maybe leave a whole lot, but what does that leave? We don't even know. And a blank check was just written, so I'm,
Not necessarily.
really?
With that piece of property, everybody's very well aware of that piece of property. Nobody in their right mind would pay $100,000 for that
I'm not-
property.
Okay, but what are we
But
gonna
that's-
pay? Are we
but
gonna
that-
pay 60? Does anybody think that's a fair value? It can't be built on. That's my point. I know he's not gonna go 100,000. I trust Mayor Kelly to do what's right. But my concern is, there wasn't even discussion among the 5 of you as to what do we think is reasonable? What do we wanna authorize him to do, to go in and make an offer? Because there have,
Sell the other property first before you start worrying about the costs of someday.
you know, I think you should go to the podium like everybody else does.
And that's it. You don't run anything here.
Well,
Thank you,
Mayor,
council.
Regardless of what they, what was just said, I trust that you'll do the right thing for the city of Parker.
Thank you, ma'am. I appreciate you. Okay, and then the last thing, over the last few months, I've been asked by several people about removing the camera up on the wall there that goes onto social media. There's pros and cons for everything that we do in our lives. Sometimes things are used for, sometimes innocent things are used to hurt folks. That's where I have a problem. but I'd like us to have a conversation about this camera. I've got people that want it, people that don't want it. People came to me Saturday and told me that they have neighbors who are wheelchair bound, and they like to watch our meetings from their home, which I understand that. It's a good thing. But then we have people that use the videotapes for nefarious reasons, and they say things that are inaccurate based upon what they think they see. So I want to throw it out to you, council, and tell me what you think. And we can have any kind of comments from the floor also. I welcome that before we make any kind of decision. But does anybody in the council room have anything they'd like to talk about?
Since you've opened this up for public discussion, Anna Marie Morris, 129 North Lakewood Drive. I honestly believe that transparency is very important in Parker. Not just in Parker, but that's the only place we're talking about now. I understand Tanya's got a concern about the cameras. I understand people have concerns about the cameras, but there are so many people that are not able to come during this time frame, but they can pay attention and they can watch the planning council meetings, the infrastructure meetings, the workshops. All that is there. You take it away, and now you've really shut down the information that you're willing to share with the citizens of Parker. So that leads me to wonder, what are you going to hide? Are you trying to hide something? Because we want to help, but we don't want to feel shut out. And that's what I think taking it down would do. Thank you.
Very good.
Just for the record, I had nothing to do with that. I didn't even know it was on the agenda till after it was put on the agenda, so I don't want nobody to keep throwing my name out there and all on social media about it. I haven't had anything to do with it.
So this is on the agenda for, after today, I'm not going to talk about it no more, so I want you to tell me what you think. I mean, this is truly the last time I'm going to allow it to be on the agenda.
Gloria Beers, 1313 Stratford Avenue. I think there's many times when I can't get to this meeting because I have other obligations, or it starts early enough that I can't get here, but I can sit at home and watch the meeting.
That's true.
And know what was going on and be up to date on what was going on. I can go back and watch 3 or 4 of them and reverse back and say, okay, well, this is what was talked about here, and now we're talking about it again here. I think it's important that if I'm traveling, I can log in on YouTube, and I can be anywhere in the country or out of the country and see this meeting. And I think that's important. And I think the citizens of the city of Parker need to have that ability to be able to see what the council is doing.
That's true.
Not to dispute anything the council is doing, but to be knowledgeable citizens of what is actually happening in the city of Parker. And it doesn't have to do anything with Ms. Tanya over here. I mean, she's a council member, Katie's a council member. Everybody is the council members together make the decisions for this city. And to be able to watch what's going on is important. And I think they should remain.
Thank you, Gloria. I just want to say one thing before you leave. 4.5 years ago, when I became mayor, we didn't have the camera, and we used to have some of the best meetings. We'd fill this room up with people, and when it was over, we'd have some great conversations outside. And I sometimes think that you lose something when you don't speak to one another, when you don't stop. Like when I see you, we always have a conversation about something, and you're what you tell me is I take everything into consideration for everybody in this room. When, like yesterday was a great day, and we had a great conversation yesterday. So I'm on the fence. I mean, I don't want it being used for nefarious reasons. Miss Barra had nothing to do with this going on here. This is my decision. I approve the documents. I want it to be I want us to hear what you think, and I will then, if I need to, pass out and tell you the things that have happened, because we're going to have a document here pretty soon, a very thick document. I won't be able to copy it for everybody, but you're going to be amazed at what people have done with that information. It will shock you. And when you read through these pages, it's like the Esquire magazine and the news rack that don't mean nothing.
Inquire.
It's homemade. What's it called?
Inquire.
Inquire. It's just garbage that people make up lies about, right? But it's okay. It's my turn now. But I wanted to put this on here and get it because it's all being recorded.
Yep.
And I appreciate what you say, Gloria. I really, really, really do.
There's always good and bad to everything that you
There
do.
is. There's no
Not
reason for
necessarily good,
anything.
bad, but-
We should be able to talk about everything and work it out.
You know, there's a rule of things, the rule of unintended consequences.
Yep, you're right.
So, you know, you televise it or you put it on YouTube and then people don't come. But then again, there's people that never came that now can go on YouTube. And
That's true
watch it
too, and I agree
catch
with
up
you.
with what's going on.
I agree with you.
So,
But for everybody's edification, Miss Barrow had nothing to do with this. This was my decision based on people talking to me all the time about a multitude of different things.
yeah.
And I like the days when we could have a conversation. Those days apparently have gone. So, I mean, not for you and I, but for a lot of people, they don't come like they used to. But
We all got busy lives too.
busy.
So,
Yep.
And the timing is, you know.
Thank you,
sometimes
ma'am.
it's- Okay.
You're up, Mr. Boterford, or whoever. Okay, Miss King.
Kim King, 4716 East 6th Street. I think the cameras are a positive because in the 2 years that I have been coming here and seeing the minutia posted online about the city council meetings and the things that go on here that aren't true,
That aren't
that's
true.
a fail-safe
That
for
is
the
true.
things that go on
That's
in this
true.
room.
That's true.
Because there are people in this room right now who have made up lies online
Yep.
and said a lot of nefarious things about our city, and I think that the cameras protect everybody in the room and the city of Parker, so I think they should stay.
Thank you, ma'am.
That's my opinion. Thank you.
Mr. Boterford.
Chuck Boterford, 5405 Fleming Street. It's 2025. I don't see how you could not have cameras, but I think you just have to get everybody's opinion and then vote how you feel like you need to vote.
Oh, we're not going to take a vote. It's just a common conversation. That's what we're doing.
Yeah, I don't see how
it's
you
there.
could not have them
Right.
in 2025.
I mean, everybody's assuming that's the camera I'm talking about.
And it keeps the violence down in here.
It does. It does.
And the shoplifting.
The shoplifting
And the monkeys.
and the monkeys.
It keeps all that down.
Okay.
David Beers, 1313 Stratford Avenue. Back in, what was it, 78, 77, when the Sunshine Law started. Prior to that, Florida had a very bad reputation about backroom deals going on.
Right.
And that's what brought about that. Since then, a lot of other states have brought it into their laws, and because it came from Florida, that's why they called it the Sunshine Law. I'm concerned about what the state of Florida's been doing lately with deleting some of that laws with some of the things that they're doing in the Capitol, but that's neither here or there for this right now. I think in the long run, in the long run, it does protect us because you've got an exact
Record.
record of everything that's said in here, regardless of how somebody can twist it and turn it. I mean, we've all seen the internet with all the lies and made up stuff that's put out there to try to influence people. Unfortunately, you can't motivate people to dig into books and find out what reality is. But at least the people that are interested can watch this and see what's going on and feel like they're participating in something. I agree. It's great when we had the meetings and everybody was in here, and there's been some really good discussions at times. Yes, people can get passionate, but I think in the long run, the camera is a good thing.
Okay. Thank you. How you doing, sir?
Good. Michael Landalius, 5300 Alexander Lane. I've lived in Parker now since January of 2020, and the camera was not in place then. I had no idea what was going on in the city at the time, and not until these meetings were being recorded was I able to see them. I'm a shift worker. This is the one rare occasion where I'm not working tonight. So
Do you watch it at home?
I watch it at home all the time. And
What's your opinion?
I'm for it. It
Okay.
is very helpful. I even watch it at work when I'm working, when I can. So it adds to the value that the city already offers the residents. And I would say, please keep recording these and providing them to the residents.
Excellent.
Thank
Thank you, sir. Thanks, Michael. Anybody else?
Mark Riga, 1503 Dover Road. There's a metaphor that everybody here is familiar with. It goes something like this. If a tree falls in the forest and no one's there to see it, did it make a sound? And one of the things that I know there is the concern here is about the negativity, some of the things that are said when people watch these meetings. But if you analyze the number of people that are actually viewing that website you're all talking about where there's nefarious things said, it's tiny. It's 0.04% of the population in Parker. So that tree didn't make any noise. So my concern is if that's the concern, the negativity because the cameras are here, we have so little people reading that website that we despise and we know are loaded with cesspools of things that are said that aren't what this council or this mayor or this attorney means to say. And for that reason, I'd hope you'd consider to keep the cameras because people know baloney when they read it. And when they can see, I mean, video is perfect. When they can see how you conduct yourself, the respectful nature each and every one of you conduct yourself in, and they read some of the garbage, they know who's right. It's better to see the video, support what's really going on. Thanks.
Thank you, Mr. Reagan. Appreciate you. Okay, Council, you have anything you don't want to like to talk about on that? Mr. Chappell, change the subject over. You have anything you'd like to talk about?
The only thing I got now is I appreciate all the people that did come to the party.
It's really good.
I thought we had a very good turnout. There was still a lot of food left over, but maybe with the cameras running and stuff like that, that people will get to know that we are doing things here in Parker, and they will participate in coming to them. So I guess our next project is going to be with I guess the VFW. Yeah. And so.
I think we're going to do a trick or treat here this year also.
So, and then I had a man yesterday said that he would help supply the fish if we wanted to have a fish get together, a fish fry. I don't know how many people would be interested in that, but he made an offer of supplies for fish and stuff.
If we could do again what Chapel did Monday, it would be amazing. I was one of the last people to get a plate, and I counted 77 people lined up to eat. 77, right? And I thought it was going to be hot under that awning, and we're still here. We didn't die. I mean, we wore out our defibrillator, but by God, we're still here. And it was cool under that canopy. And the food, it was amazing. Whoever made that Spanish rice, they should be selling that. But they cooked the pig. I got down there early with Ron, and we got the grill fired up. And Mr. Dan Rager came down there and gave his heart and soul to that pig. And I'm still waiting to see a picture with the apple in his mouth. I never got to see that, but it was really, really, really good. Anyway, Brother Haney, you got the floor, sir.
Oh, good. Thanks.
Are you sure? I see you got bad leg gout. I hate that, man. Miss Barry, you got the floor?
Yeah, I got a couple things. Mr. Sloan, do you have those papers that I asked for from the state attorney's office?
I have received a response from the state attorney. They requested a deposit, which we have sent them, and I'm waiting to get the paperwork.
Okay.
So there are papers, it's just I have not received them yet.
Okay. I would like, when you get them, I would like to have them too.
Well, I will deliver them to the clerk, and then she can distribute them to the
And
council members.
the other thing is, Mr. Gary Brannon, he is wanting to go ahead for the council to go ahead and make changes to the LDR and get the wording in there for the multi-family dwelling, to change that. Wasn't that what we were gonna do?
Yeah, I'd like for there to be a motion on
You were gonna have a workshop. is what-
conforming
Well-
properties
No,
to be
we're not.
transferable.
I guess they decided not to have a
Right,
workshop.
they decided not to, apparently. So what is it we're trying to do here? We're trying to change the land development regulation to get it to where you can have a multifamily dwelling?
That if you go to sell it,
Then
that
it
it
can be
stays that way.
transferable.
It stays that way,
Okay,
cause that's not the wording in the, LDR. That's why, Mr. Sloan, I don't know if we vote on to go ahead and do it and let him get the paperwork, but I don't know whether we need to let him get the paperwork, bring it back here and let us
Yeah, you'll need to
vote-
see the actual language.
to vote on it
'Cause
and
it'll be
get
an
it
ordinance.
done for maybe the next meeting, or do we have to have several meetings for
Well,
that?
the last time I heard about it, it was gonna come in a workshop, and so I didn't realize y'all had decided
Well, we
not to
didn't.
have the workshop. So if the consensus of the council is to, take a look at some change to the grandfathering provision, then I can bring that back.
I think if we make the change to the land development regulation to accommodate what they're asking, we need to also use the language in there that it can't be, from this day on, you can't build more. They gotta be in the R1, I'm understanding, right? So, those individuals that already own these duplexes or more, I've drove around the city in the last few days, and there's a heck of a lot more people than I realized lived in a duplex. And some of them, the people live in one side and they rent the other side, whatever, right? I'm not saying that we should be allowing people to build more of those, but if it exists, it exists. You can't tell somebody, the government shouldn't be able to tell someone they can't do something if it already is existing and they already bought it. But anything the council wants, I mean, I feel like we should talk about this so that we're clear on what we want to tell Mr. Sloan and tell Mr. Brannon. Anybody got anything?
I mean, I feel like if you own a duplex, you should be able to sell it as a duplex.
As a duplex.
I believe in the grandfathering.
I do too. I don't know if you call it grandfathering, but and what about not building any new ones in the
No,
future?
absolutely not.
Yeah.
Well, that provision in particular that I think y'all are talking about would apply across the board. So it wouldn't just affect duplexes.
No.
It would potentially affect all kinds of construction.
But I mean,
So,
if you buy a duplex, you intend on using it as a duplex,
well,
not buy a duplex and then say, oh, well, now you have to turn it into a single-family home.
But my question is, do you want to limit the grandfathering to just duplexes, or do you want it to apply
Multifamily.
to anything across the board? Okay.
You threw me, Miss Brandon. I'm listening to three things at
She
one
said
time. Tell me what you're thinking there.
Multi-families, duplexes, triplex, quadplex. I mean, if you had it and you bought it as a multi.
And you didn't, and you owned it that way.
Should be transferable, and it's already set up.
Or sellable.
Yeah, it can't be sold as as what it is, but what you're saying is let's put something in there to make sure there can not be any more. What it already is, R1 already says you can't build
Anymore.
Yeah, it already says that. That's,
Right.
That's in stone. You can't do it anymore.
So-
There's- there would be
so-
no anymores. It's
so-
just what's there.
So, what do we want to vote on this, Miss Barrow, or do we want to put?
That's why I was asking the attorney, what is the
It's
procedure we
gotta be
need to do
done
it?
in an ordinance, Mayor, so.
Okay.
I'll bring it back, and then you all can.
Send me a
look at the
copy of that so I can
language.
look it over.
Well, I haven't done it yet, but
Okay.
I will when I do it.
And
So-
what do
now.
we do about if someone gets a variance and changes whatever they have, and then
Oh, no, if
they
you've
want to
already
go
changed it,
back
you own it
and
the
try
way it
to do
is.
it back again, back like they had it
No.
before.
No.
Okay.
And Mr. Brandon, would people do that?
Do what?
Swap back and forth, what would be the
can't.
benefit of that?
No, once you've changed it to single family, that's it. Then it falls under the guidelines of single family, and you're wanting to put a multi-family in R1, it's in stone, you can't do it.
Okay, all right,
Just
sounds
like
good.
Whether you didn't,
It's already been
like if you
tried
just had a
before.
vacant lot and wanted to do it in R1, you just can't do it.
Okay, go ahead, ma'am.
Pat Postic, 1344 Stratford. Question that I would have is if they buy someone buys a multi-purpose, and let's say that the building is very old, but they bought it as a multi-purpose, what'd you call it? Multifamily, so duplex, quadruplex, whatever. Would that new owner be able to significantly modify that duplex and change it?
There's
Or
code
do they have
code
to?
in effect already on that. It says that you can't enlarge it, you can't, if it's destroyed more than 51%, it has to go back to R1. There's already
has to
code
fit
in
the same
there, and it
footprint.
stipulates.
Yeah, it does have to say the same
Okay,
footprint.
so I could buy a duplex and make it a sixplex and go
No,
up?
That's not the same footprint.
Buy a duplex, it's a duplex.
No,
Well, that's what I'm asking, that the motion or that the ordinance clarify.
When I bring it back, they'll have
Mr.
an
Sloan will fix that.
opportunity to-
Okay,
to
thank you.
work
Thank you,
that.
Mr.
There's
Sloan.
already a code in effect for the old transferable multifamilies that you cannot enlarge them, you can't alter them, you can't make them bigger. If it's destroyed more than 51%, it can go back as R1, and if it's vacant more than 180 days, it's abandoned.
Okay.
That's already written, so it's.
We don't need to vote on this today, do we?
No,
Not
sir.
until you get it
I'll
squared
bring
away.
some language back
All
to
right.
the
We
council.
can't vote on it today?
It's gotta be done by ordinance, Mr. Brandon.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry.
Ms. Barrow, I'm sorry. Gary Brandon won't stop. I can't hear.
You know how he is.
That's why I go home and watch this on video to see what y'all said and to see what I said.
You know, you're making a joke, but I believe that. I believe that. I've known you 30 years, and I know you do that.
I've got hearing damage from an accident.
I said something to you the other day, and you asked me, you said, a minute later, you asked me the same thing.
He can't hear.
Huh?
Exactly.
Needs a Baronade.
I need a Baronade.
Ms. Botiford. Ms. Barrett, do you have anything else?
I am gonna say something. Kinda goes back to, when several people that are they're running the Parker Citizen, and then they go in and they say things, and this weekend or yesterday was a good example where the city was pork in politics.
It was.
I think that was,
More lies.
and I'm not saying nothing else.
More lies, slanted journalism.
It was uncalled for is what it was.
Somebody trying to make a name for themselves online.
I don't care what that was great yesterday, Ron, and I'm proud to have helped you.
Doesn't even come to the pig roast.
And I
I
hope
mean-
y'all were passing around potato salad and talking about whoever you wanted to talk about.
That's right. I even saw Mark Rager catch his right arm hairs on fire. It did. I heard him scream before I saw him jump.
Well, we had a few burnt hands, I think.
Yeah, it's
We
okay.
realized that grill got
What,
pretty damn
wait a
hot.
minute. Did you have-
Can't leave y'all on fire.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Got nothing? I'm good.
Hey, no, go on. Please say something.
No, I'm okay.
No, please.
No, trust me, I don't.
Okay. Thank you, everybody. See you in 2 weeks.